All right, so everyone loves the F-Type, right? Like, who doesn't love the F-Type?
It's a classic.
We all know what this thing can do with, like, a V8.
Yeah, roaring V8.
But what happens when you swap that rumble for, like, silent electric power?
Yeah.
That's what we're diving into today, the all-electric Jaguar F-Type launching in 2025.
That's right.
We've got John Ousal's article from Ecotech Hybrid.
Uh-huh.
New Jaguar F-Type EV coming in 2025, specs and details.
Sounds good.
That's going to be our roadmap for this deep dive.
I'm excited.
This is a fascinating turn, isn't it?
It really is.
The F-Type has always been about, like, raw, visceral driving.
You know, just fueled by a powerful combustion engine.
Yeah, exactly. And now
they're electrifying it.
Jaguar is electrifying a true icon.
That's a huge challenge and a massive opportunity.
You can't just slap a battery in a classic and call it a day.
No, you can't.
So how do you hold on to the soul of a sports car while embracing the future of electric? Well, the article dives right into some seriously impressive performance specs.
Okay, let's hear it.
We're talking over 600 horsepower.
Wow.
700 pound-feet of torque.
Okay.
0 to 60 in under 3.5 seconds.
Nice.
And a top speed exceeding 180 miles per hour.
Those are definitely attention-grabbing numbers.
They really are.
But what's fascinating is how Jaguar's positioning the F-Type EV.
Oh, okay.
They're not chasing like the Tesla Model S Plaid's 1,000 horsepower or like that sub-2-second 0 to 60.
Right.
It's not about that.
Okay.
This is about balanced driving dynamics.
Yeah.
That connection to the road that the F-Type is known for.
So it's not just about brute force.
It's not.
But we also have like the Porsche Taycan and Audi e-tron GT in the electric sports car arena.
Right.
How does the F-Type EV stack up?
Well, the Taycan and e-tron GT are both incredible performers, no doubt. But the F-Type EV seems to be landing right in the sweet spot power-wise.
Okay.
And remember, it'll have selectable performance modes.
Oh, nice.
Sport Eco Racetrack.
Oh, wow.
And even customizable.
So you can really dial it in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which caters to different driving styles and preferences.
That sounds pretty slick.
Yeah.
Speaking of catering to preferences, the article highlights some interesting design changes for the electric model.
Okay.
A redesigned front fascia with a more prominent grille, improved air intakes, a remodeled rear end with a new spoiler and diffuser.
Wow.
Sounds like they did a serious makeover.
It is, but it's not just about aesthetics.
Oh, okay, so there's function to this form.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The larger grille and air intakes.
Yeah.
Optimize aerodynamics for better efficiency.
Gotcha.
Spoiler and diffuser.
Yeah.
Enhance stability, especially at high speeds.
Makes sense. And plus, let's not forget the extensive use of lightweight materials like carbon fiber.
Oh, that's right.
That's got to help with performance, right?
Absolutely. Reducing weight is critical in an EV, as it directly impacts performance efficiency and range.
Okay.
By using lightweight materials, Jaguar can offset the added weight of that battery pack, ensuring the F-Type EV remains agile and responsive.
All right, so we've covered power and design, but what everyone really wants to know about an electric car
what's the range?
Is the range. What can we expect from the F-Type EV?
Hold on to your hats.
Okay.
Because the projected range is 300 to 350 miles.
Wow.
On a single charge.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
But isn't range anxiety a big concern for EV buyers?
Of course it is.
Is 350 miles enough to put those worries to rest?
Well, I think 300 to 350 miles is a smart move by Jaguar.
Okay.
It's not chasing Tesla's long-range crown.
Right.
But it gives you more than enough for, like, spirited weekend drives, which is what this car is all about.
That's a good point.
And it achieves this.
Yeah.
The high-capacity lithium-ion battery pack. Exceeding 100 kilowatt hours.
I see what you're saying. They're focusing on the target audience, not just bragging rights.
Right.
And it's not just about the size of the battery, right? The article also mentioned advanced thermal management and regenerative braking.
Very important.
Those play a huge role in maximizing efficiency and extending range.
Huge role.
Thermal management ensures the battery operates at its optimal temperature.
Exactly.
Think of it like keeping the engine cool in a gas-powered car for peak performance and regenerative braking. I've heard the term. But could you break that down a bit?
Sure. Imagine coasting downhill on a bike.
Okay.
You're not pedaling.
Right.
But you're gaining speed.
Yeah.
That's essentially what the car is doing.
Okay.
Capturing energy that would otherwise be lost during braking and feeding it back into the battery.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we've got a good handle on performance range and even some of the battery tech.
Right.
But what about charging? Yeah. No one wants to be stuck waiting around for hours to top up their electric sports car.
Especially one like this.
Especially one like this.
Right.
Fear not.
Okay.
The article highlights the convenience of fast charging.
Nice.
The F-Type EV can go from 10% to 80% charge in about 20 minutes.
Very quick.
Using DC fast chargers.
Uh-huh.
Now that's what I call speedy.
Yeah.
That's barely enough time to grab a coffee and stretch your legs.
Right.
But for those who prefer to charge at home, what are the options?
The article also mentions the availability of level 2 chargers for overnight charging.
Okay.
The kind you'd typically install in a garage or driveway.
Right, in your home.
Exactly. You can fully charge the F-Type EV overnight with that.
So they've got all the bases covered when it comes to charging options.
They do.
But what about the overall charging infrastructure?
Well,
is it keeping up with the growing popularity of electric vehicles?
That's the million-dollar question.
It really is, especially with more and more high-performance models like this hitting the road.
Well, charging infrastructure has come a long way.
Yeah.
There's still room for improvement, especially as more EVs hit the road.
That's right.
But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah, we can save that for another deep dive.
Exactly. For now, let's step inside the F-Type EV.
Okay, let's do it.
And explore what awaits us.
It's what's on the inside that counts, right?
Oh, yeah.
And from what I've read, it sounds like they've gone all out with the tech and luxury.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
The article mentioned a high-resolution touchscreen infotainment system, customizable digital instrument cluster, smartphone integration,
nice,
and even an integrated voice control system.
It seems like they've really thought of everything.
Yeah.
To enhance the driving experience.
For sure.
Those EV-specific features you mentioned.
Yeah.
Smart charge management systems. And detailed battery information displays. I think those will be a game changer for owners.
Smart charge management.
Yeah.
Battery information displays.
Yeah.
Those sound intriguing.
They are.
Could you elaborate on those a bit?
Sure. Think of smart charge management like a smart thermostat for your car.
Okay.
It allows you to schedule charging times.
Gotcha.
To take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. Saving you money.
Nice.
And reducing strain on the power grid.
That's great.
And those detailed battery information displays provide you with real-time data on battery status range and energy consumption.
Wow.
Helping you optimize your driving style
Yeah.
to get the most out of your electric F-Type.
I hadn't considered that before.
Right.
But those features make a lot of sense.
They do.
They could really enhance the overall ownership experience.
For sure.
But speaking of experience, let's not forget about safety and driver assistance systems.
Right. Safety is paramount.
It really is. The F-Type EV is loaded with features.
Okay, what do they have?
From adaptive cruise control and autonomous emergency braking to lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, and so much more.
It's remarkable how far those technologies have come.
They really have.
They're not just about convenience anymore.
Right.
They're playing an increasingly important role in safety and accident prevention.
It's almost like a co-pilot.
Yeah, like a co-pilot.
And the F-Type EV doesn't stop there.
Oh, no.
It also boasts some pretty impressive autonomous capabilities.
Like what?
Including traffic jam assist, highway pilot, and automated parking assist.
It certainly makes you wonder what the future holds for the automotive industry.
It really does. But before we get too carried away with visions of self-driving sports cars, let's bring things back down to earth and talk about sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability is huge.
After all, that's a big part of the appeal of electric vehicles, right?
Absolutely. And the article highlights Jaguar's commitment to sustainability in the production of the F-Type EV. They're incorporating recycled materials.
That's great.
Focusing on green manufacturing processes.
Yeah.
And aiming to reduce the vehicle's carbon footprint throughout its life cycle.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
But some might argue that the battery production process is harmful to the environment.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What are your thoughts on that?
That's a valid concern.
Okay.
The production of lithium-ion batteries does require the extraction and processing of raw materials, which can have environmental impacts.
For sure.
However, the overall environmental impact of electric cars is still significantly lower than that of gas-powered cars. Especially when you factor in emissions produced over the vehicle's lifetime.
So it's not a perfect solution?
It's not.
But it's a step in the right direction.
Definitely a step in the right direction.
And it's encouraging to see Jaguar taking a proactive approach to minimizing the environmental impact of the F-Type EV. Speaking of impact, let's talk about pricing and market positioning.
All right, let's do it.
How much is this electric beast going to set buyers back?
Well, the F-Type EV is expected to be priced between $90,000 and $100,000 to the base model.
All right, so it's definitely a luxury item.
It is a luxury item.
But that's not surprising, given the performance technology and exclusivity we're talking about.
Right, it makes sense.
How does that price compare to the competition?
Well, the Tesla Model S Plaid starts higher around $130,000.
Okay.
The Porsche Taycan Turbo S is even pricier.
Wow.
With a starting price of $185,000.
Great.
The Audi e-tron GT falls closer to the F-Type EV.
Okay.
Starting at around $100,000.
So Jaguar is aiming for a competitive price point that reflects the F-Type EV's position as a premium electric sports car.
I think that makes sense.
That makes sense. Give people options.
Yeah.
But where will this electric beauty be built?
The F-Type EV will be produced at Jaguar Land Rover's Solihull plant in the UK.
Keeping it in the UK.
Yes, which has been upgraded specifically for electric vehicle production.
So they're keeping production in-house.
They are.
Which makes sense for quality control.
Right.
Do we know how many of these electric F-Types they're planning to build?
The article states they're targeting a production volume of 50,000 units per year.
50,000 units.
It's clear that Jaguar is serious about making a splash in the electric sports car market.
You know, for those of us who've experienced the visceral thrill of a gas-powered F-Type, it's hard to imagine
I get that.
An electric version replicating that feeling.
I understand that sentiment.
Yeah.
There's a certain mystique associated with the roar of a powerful engine.
For sure.
But think of it this way.
Okay.
The F-Type EV isn't about replacing that feeling.
Okay.
It's about creating a new kind of thrill.
Okay.
One that's defined by instant torque, silent power, and a connection to the road.
Yeah.
That's amplified by the lack of engine noise.
I'm starting to see your point.
Yeah.
It's not about replacing the old with the new.
No.
It's about evolving the experience.
Exactly, evolving.
But what does that actually feel like behind the wheel?
Right.
What's it really like to drive an electric sports car like this?
Well, that's what we're going to explore next. Buckle up. That instant torque from the electric motors.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything you experience in a gas-powered car.
Okay.
It's like being launched from a standstill.
Okay, hold on. For those of us who haven't, felt that electric surge.
Yeah.
Can you, paint a picture?
Sure.
What's it actually feel like?
Okay, so imagine this. You're at a red light.
Okay.
And it turns green. In a gas-powered F-Type.
Yeah.
You hear the engine roar. The car surges forward.
Yeah.
It's thrilling, no doubt.
Right.
But with the F-Type EV, the feeling is different.
Okay.
It's almost eerie.
Eerie.
The silence is striking.
Oh, wow.
You press the accelerator, and it's like the car teleports forward.
Oh.
There's no lag, no building of power.
Okay.
It's just instant, relentless acceleration.
Okay, I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
It's not just about the speed.
No.
It's the immediacy of it all.
The immediacy.
Yeah, the car is an extension of your thoughts.
Precisely. And that responsiveness translates to the entire driving experience.
Okay.
It's about feeling the car react instantly to your inputs, whether you're accelerating, braking, or carving through corners.
That sounds incredible. But what about handling?
Handling, yeah.
The F-Type is known for its agile and responsive handling.
Right.
Can an electric car really replicate that?
That's where things get really interesting. You see, the battery pack in the F-Type EV is positioned low in the chassis, creating a low center of gravity.
So it's like a natural advantage.
It is
for an electric car.
It's like a natural advantage.
Jaguar's engineers have certainly capitalized on that.
Oh, they have.
So it's almost like the car is glued to the road.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
That low center of gravity reduces body roll and increases stability.
Okay.
Combine that with the instant torque from the electric motors and responsive steering, and you have a recipe for an electric sports car that handles like a dream.
I'm getting seriously excited about this car.
I know, me too.
But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the interior.
All right, the interior.
We touched on the tech earlier, that touchscreen infotainment system.
Yeah.
The customizable digital instrument cluster. But what else can we expect in terms of luxury and comfort?
Well, Jaguar is renowned for its luxurious interiors.
Right, they are.
And the F-Type EV won't disappoint.
Okay.
We can expect premium materials throughout.
Nice.
Leatherwood veneers, the works.
Yeah.
The seats will likely offer a perfect blend of comfort and support.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
What stands out to you about those EV-specific interior features we discussed?
Yeah.
The smart charge management and the detailed battery information displays?
I think those features will be game changers for EV ownership.
Ah.
Smart charge management helps you take advantage of off-peak electricity rates.
Right.
Not only is that good for your wallet.
Yeah, saves you money.
But it also reduces strain on the power grid.
That's a good point.
And those detailed battery information displays give you real-time data on battery status range and energy consumption.
Wow, so much data.
Helping you optimize your driving and get the most out of the F-type EV.
That's a level of control and awareness that you just don't get with a traditional gas-powered car.
Exactly.
But let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind when it comes to electric cars.
Safety.
Safety, are they as safe as their gas-powered counterparts?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Electric cars undergo the same rigorous safety testing as gas-powered cars.
So there's no difference there?
No difference. And in some ways, they can be even safer.
Oh, really?
For example, the battery pack.
Yeah.
Usually the heaviest component is housed in a reinforced structure.
Okay.
That acts as a protective cage in a collision.
So the battery pack is actually an added safety feature?
Precisely. And because there's no bulky engine, electric cars generally have a lower center of gravity, which reduces the risk of rollovers.
Okay. Less likely to flip.
Yes. And plus,
Yeah.
instant torque and regenerative braking systems can enhance safety,
Okay.
providing quicker acceleration and braking in emergencies.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
But what about the environmental impact of building these cars?
Right.
Isn't battery production pretty harsh on the environment?
It's true that lithium-ion battery production requires extracting and processing raw materials, which does have an environmental impact.
Okay.
However, it's crucial to look at the bigger picture.
Or be the whole picture.
The overall environmental impact of electric cars, considering their lifetime emissions, is still significantly lower than gas-powered cars.
So it's a complex issue with no easy answers.
There aren't any easy answers.
But it's good to know that car manufacturers like Jaguar
are working to minimize their environmental impact.
They are. And as battery technology evolves, we can expect those production processes to become even more sustainable.
That's good news now before we move on.
Yeah.
I have a question that might sound a bit strange.
Okay, what is it?
Electric cars are famously quiet, almost silent.
Right, they are.
But part of the thrill of driving a sports car is the sound.
The sound, yeah.
The engine roar.
Right.
What's Jaguar doing about that?
That's a question a lot of EV manufacturers are grappling with.
Yeah.
Some are experimenting with artificial sounds, futuristic soundscapes, or even trying to replicate engine noises.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting to see what approach Jaguar takes with the F-type EV.
Yeah.
After all, they need to find a way to create an auditory experience that matches the car's performance.
I'm really curious to hear what they come up with.
Me too.
But here's another question.
Okay.
What about the battery itself?
The battery, yeah.
How long will it last?
And what happens when it needs to be replaced?
Battery longevity is a major consideration for EV owners.
Right.
Most electric car batteries are designed to last for several years.
Okay.
And hundreds of thousands of miles.
That's good.
And as technology advances, we can expect even longer lifespans.
Gotcha.
As for replacement, most car manufacturers offer battery warranties and recycling programs.
That makes sense. Okay, last question.
Hit me.
And it's a big one.
Okay.
Can an electric car really be as fun to drive as a gas-powered sports car?
That's the ultimate test, isn't it?
It is.
But honestly, I think the answer is a resounding yes.
Okay.
Electric cars offer unique driving experience.
Yeah.
Instant torque responsive handling. A quiet but exhilarating ride.
Yeah.
And with features like selectable driving modes.
Yeah.
And those artificial sound enhancements we talked about.
Right.
They can be just as engaging and fun as their gas-powered counterparts.
Okay. You've convinced me. I'm officially on board the electric sports car train.
Welcome aboard.
But speaking of electric vehicles, let's broaden our horizons a bit.
Okay.
What do you say we explore the world of electric SUVs next?
I'm given to days. The SUV segment is undergoing a rapid transformation.
It is.
And there are some incredible electric SUVs out there.
Yeah.
Pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
All right, let's dive in. So many electric SUVs out there now.
I know, it's a booming market.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's booming.
It is.
Sleek and sporty models to rugged off-roaders.
You name it, they got it.
Family-friendly behemoths.
Uh-huh.
Where do we even begin?
Well, since we've been talking about Jaguar.
Yeah.
Why not start with their own entry, the I-Pace?
Ah, the I-Pace.
Yeah.
Didn't that win a bunch of awards when it first came out?
It did. It was a real pioneer
Yeah.
in the luxury electric SUV segment.
Yeah.
It's got that sleek,
yeah,
almost coupe-like design.
Yeah, it's stylish.
Which is both stylish and aerodynamic.
Right.
And with a range of over 250 miles. Okay. And a 0 to 60 time of around 4 seconds.
Not bad.
No slouch in the performance department either.
I remember reading about its handling.
Yeah.
People were saying it drives more like a sports car than an SUV.
That's right. Jaguar's engineers did a great job tuning the suspension and weight distribution to deliver a responsive and engaging driving experience.
Yeah, and we can't forget about that luxurious interior.
Some of the interior is beautiful.
The I-Pace is loaded with premium features and technology.
It's got everything you could want.
Okay, so the I-Pace is a solid option for those who want luxury, performance, and practicality.
In one package.
All in one package.
Yeah.
But what about something a bit more rugged?
Okay.
Is there an electric SUV out there?
Let me think.
That can handle off-road adventures?
Oh, yeah.
You know, for those of us who like to get a little mud on the tires.
Absolutely. The Rivian R1S is a great example.
Rivian R1S.
Built for both on- and off-road adventures.
Okay, so it can do it all.
It's got that robust, go-anywhere design, impressive ground clearance, and a sophisticated all-wheel drive system.
Yeah.
That can tackle some serious terrain.
Rivian, that's the company that also makes those electric trucks, right?
Yeah, those futuristic-looking trucks.
The ones that look like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Rivian's making waves.
They are.
In the electric vehicle market, focusing on adventure and sustainability.
Yeah.
The R1S is a perfect example of that.
I'm digging their adventurous vibe.
Yeah, they're cool.
But let's face it, for a lot of SUV buyers, space and practicality are top priorities.
Got to fit the family.
Yeah, exactly. Are there any electric SUVs that can handle a big family and all their gear?
You can't talk about family-friendly electric SUVs without mentioning the Tesla Model X.
Of course, the Model X.
Yeah.
It's got that, spaceship vibe.
It does with those falcon wing doors.
Yeah, those falcon wing doors. It's sure to make a statement wherever you go.
Definitely a head turner.
But what about affordability?
Affordability, yeah.
Electric vehicles tend to be a bit pricey.
They can be.
Are there any, budget-friendly options in the electric SUV market?
There are more and more affordable electric SUVs coming out all the time.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, the Hyundai Kona Electric.
Okay.
And the Kia Niro EV.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
They offer decent range, practical interiors.
Okay.
And a more accessible price point than some of the luxury models we've been discussing.
That's great news. It's good to see.
It is.
That electric vehicles are becoming more attainable.
Yeah, for sure.
For a wider range of buyers.
Making them more accessible.
Exactly. But before we wrap up,
I
have to ask about performance.
Performance, okay.
Are there any electric SUVs that can really compete with the performance of traditional gas-powered SUVs?
Well, we already talked about the Tesla Model X, which can go from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds.
Wow.
In the Plaid configuration. Yeah, that thing is quick.
It's insanely quick, but if you're looking for something even more performance-oriented, check out the BMW iX M60.
BMW iX M60.
It's BMW's first electric M performance SUV.
What?
And it packs over 600 horsepower.
Wow.
Going from 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds.
That's moving.
Yeah, it's a beast.
So it seems like electric powertrains are shaking things up in the SUV world.
They really are.
They offer a compelling combination of performance, practicality, and sustainability.
They do. And as battery technology keeps getting better and costs keep coming down, we can expect even more exciting and innovative electric SUVs in the years to come.
Well, it's been quite a journey.
It has been.
Exploring the world of electric vehicles with you today.
I've had a blast.
From that sleek electric F-Type to these amazing SUVs.
So many cool vehicles.
It seems like the future of driving is electric.
It's looking that way.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating time to be following this technology. It is.
Who knows what the next few years will bring?
I know, right?
Maybe we'll even see flying electric cars.
Now that would be something.
Now that would be a deep dive I wouldn't want to miss.
I'll be there.
But until then, keep your minds open.
Yeah.
And your curiosity fueled everyone.
Stay curious.
And if you're thinking about making the switch to electric, well, I think we've given you plenty to think about.
We've just scratched the surface.
It's a great note to end on.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for joining us for this electrifying deep dive.
It was my pleasure.